name is Nantchev, and this channel is all about helping you become a remarkable entrepreneur. So click on the subscribe button below and press the bell notification for the latest uploads. Now, how is it that a book can change your life? Some people would have spent weeks and months and years of research or trial and error, decades even, and they would have spent a much shorter space of time putting all that experience, life experience, knowledge and advice into a book. In economics, there's a thing called the convergence rate. It's the time it takes for point X and Y, the time it takes at point X to catch up to point Y, having provided that point Y has already reached the finishing line, so to speak. This convergence rate over time. When you read books, you're reading people's life experiences, the trials and errors and the mistakes, the hardships, the good times and the bad times. You're reading and taking in and studying what would have took them a long time, months and days or years and years, and you're reading it in a few days or a week or a few afternoon. You're coming to the same lessons and conclusions much faster, much safer, much quicker. By reading a book, you are leveraging people's life experience on all the things that they have gone through. And they have gone through all this trial and error, testing, researching, discovering, and there's the answer they're looking for right there, and then they turn to you with a book saying, here's the answer. Don't do this, do that. In every book, non-fiction at least, there's one golden nugget inside it that you can discover and learn that can change your life like that. Fiction is a little different. I mean, if you're reading it to learn how to write fiction, you're looking at the language, the story structure, the plot, the narrative, the character development, the Freytag's pyramid, stuff like that. It's a little different. But with fiction, with non-fiction, it's about taking in these experiences and learning from them, learning from the author. So when you're learning from the author, you're saving yourself time, you're saving yourself energy. The way I see it is like a jigsaw puzzle of knowledge. There's a bit of knowledge over here, and a bit of knowledge over there, and over here, and over there, and over there, and over here, and here, and there, from all these different books and sources. One golden nugget here, a few silver nuggets over there, some copper, not bronze, but copper nuggets over there. Bronze is an alloy, and a golden nugget over here. You're bringing it all together to form your own picture of knowledge. That's like a mishmash of different authors, ideas, philosophies, experiences, struggles, etc. And it's forming your own opinion, your own strategy, your own, what you know, your own beliefs. And also, the way I see it is that every book has got a golden nugget in it, and it's up to you to find that golden nugget that can change your life. There's one book here, Contagious, that changed my life. Damn good book. This video isn't sponsored, but it's a damn good book. And the way I see it is, imagine your brain like a container, like a box, and every golden nugget, copper nugget, and silver nugget that comes from every book, as well as other places, mentors, for example, and I must get onto that in a moment, goes into this this container. More ideas, more knowledge you've got inside this container, the better. Because when an input from the world, something visual or a message or a comment or someone says something or you hear something or you go to a talk or you go somewhere or you just see something random in the world, that input goes into your container, which is your brain, and that input gets bounced around and ricocheted off all your knowledge particles. And as it gets ricocheted, it gets qualified and tested against said knowledge. So for a good example is a few months ago, I was at a car park, and as I got out of the car, I was a passenger, I looked at the car, and I saw a 4-leaf clover air freshener above the driver's seat, right above the little mirror. I instantly had a flush of ideas. I saw that 4-leaf clover and it went into my mind and it got ricocheted and bounced off all these different knowledge ideas I've got. It was actually bounced off the book writing and marketing knowledge particles. It was bounced off them, and as it bounced off that, it created energy, it created opportunity from thin air. I saw that and instantly went through the head computations and got loads of ideas for ways to make money, different concepts, different things to create that could be sold in the world. And it's like, that's brilliant. What is stopping the driver of that car from coming across and creating the same idea that I had? In theory, nothing. He sees that four-leaf clover all the time. He's in the car, let's say once every other day, and he sees it most of the time. What was stopping him? The tools I'll be using are very basic. Everyone can access them, and the online platform to sell it, hell, half the world uses it all the time. So there's not really a competitive advantage. The only difference is it's in here. The knowledge that I gleaned from different books and experiences and other people's experiences, all was in here. And a compounding effect. I saw that four-leaf clover, I got these ideas. Why did he get the idea? Of course, that is an infinite answer. Ignorance, fear, anything. Or it could be oblivious. He could be focused on his own stuff. He could think it's too below him. Or anything. But the point is, the chances are he did not come across that idea, and I would have missed it had I not had these knowledge particles in my brain. Had I not been awareness, had I not had the knowledge of these different things, and I had the awareness to see that, and then have the input in my brain and computate it to create something new and cool and original, so to speak. Arguably original. But how does a book compare to, say, a mentor or to the real thing? Everything will teach you what the hell to do and what the hell not to do, but at different speeds and at different costs. A book can range from like £1 to like 10 quid, £1 to like £10. They're very cheap, very affordable. Right behind the camera I got loads of other books to read. There's books down here that I want to read as well. But it's very scalable, very affordable. I want to learn about business or marketing or health. Just buy a book on it, read it, study it, learn about it, take it in. But you see, there's a thing called the cone of learning. That apparently only, for every book you read, 2 weeks later you only remember 10% of it. So that's why you need to have books on scale. But you also need to mix it in with actual experience and actually doing stuff. Because this cone of learning, if you actually do the experience, you'll retain more of it 2 weeks down the line. While reading, you only retain about 10% of the stuff. And a mentor is a mix of both, because you're working for him, so you're physically doing stuff, and he's telling you what to do or what not to do. So this is why I always say to potential mentors, I always say the magic phrase: how can I work for you for free in order to learn from you? How can I work for you for free in order to learn from you? Because it's a value exchange. I can't just say, I can't go up to a mentor and say, teach me your stuff. Teach me, teach me, teach me. I need to give him something first, which is my time, energy, hands, knowledge, etc. I'll work for you for free in order to learn from you, which is just as good, arguably better. But the problem with the mentor is, in more or less having a job. I work for my real estate mentor around 40 hours or about 2 months roughly. Yeah, 7 weeks roughly. I was doing everything. It was a real estate mentor, so we were dealing with, in the UK, what is called HMOs, houses of multiple occupancy. And I did everything. I handled tenants. I cleared out some druggies room, drug addicts room, some real shitholes I had to clean through. Dealt with a little bit of gardening, just to understand how he processed his tenants and how he handled their lifestyle and the building, the property. Just to see hands-on how he did it, to see his process and reverse engineer it for me and my property. That's all. Landlord and tenants, that kind of business. Just to see how he does things, just to see his process behind maintenance, behind getting tenants in, behind sorting out payments, behind eviction, stuff like that. Just to see the process, hands-on. But the problem with this is it's dedication. You got to be at it for days and days and days consistently. Whereas if you're reading a book, it's much more comfortable, generally a lot faster, but the retention is a lot lower. So there's ups and downs to books and mentors and everything else like that. But the point is, it needs to get in here. Because the sooner it's in here, the sooner you can apply it, and the sooner you can profit from it. So the question of the day is, what books are you reading? What books are you reading to become more profitable? Currently, I'm trying to read through this book that I found a few months ago called hug your customer. Like personalised sales and achieving astonishing success. Again, this video is not sponsored, but that's the book that I'm going through right now. Or kind of going through. I mean, I've got these videos to create, and I might have to change strategy a little bit and have to do a bulk upload, but we'll see. But that's the book I'm going through now, and down here I got loads of other books to go through as well. Loads of other books that I'm mostly focusing on actually building a business right now, and marketing, and mostly business stuff. But over time, I find that as priorities change, like we're going from real estate to business to marketing to investing, whatever, or health, what I'll read shifts. Just for the goal, just for the purpose. I'll focus. I'll follow one course until success. I think that's very, very smart. And lastly, click on the subscribe button and press the bell notification next to it for the latest uploads, because you don't want to miss any more of these kind of videos. But in the meantime, I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.